sacrifice, saying this shutdown was completely preventable. It should not have happened, and the House of Representatives can end it as soon as it follows the Senate's lead and funds your work in the United States government. 800,000 federal workers are now off the job without paychecks and no sense of when Congress will allow their lives to get back to normal.
I wish they would kind of settle their differences a little bit, maybe learn the art of compromise a little bit better.
And we're just common working folk like everybody else, and we just want to come back and do our jobs.
Federal employees who are essential and continue to work will be guaranteed back pay, but those who came down here this morning and then were sent home, it is unclear whether or not they will be paid. In Southwest Washington, Suzanne Kennedy, News Channel 8.
Federal workers are bearing the heaviest weight in all this, but there's anger across the board. Tonight, people in the area repeatedly have the same message pointed at the government.
Please get your act together, open the government back up, and then deal with your issues.
I understand it's politics, but compromise is what you're all paid here for, and that's what our government's based on.
A recent poll showed public support for Congress is at a record low of 10%. On a beautiful sunny day like this, the government shutdown has also put a damper on vacations, field trips, and even weddings. That's up because all memorials and museums are closed. D.C. Bureau Chief Sam Ford has that angle of the story.
At the Lincoln Memorial and all the others, Park Police and civilian Park Service employees were busy this morning making them off limits. Barricades set in place to say closed, and no luck for a Texas woman and child trying to find a museum open. They found lots with signs like this saying they're shut down.
We're trying to find one, and we're kind of thirsty too, and all the food trucks aren't here because all these are closed, so we're kind of bummed, aren't we, Jens?
For a Toledo, Ohio couple here to do genealogy research at the National Archives and now can't.
I think they should fire all these clowns that are supposed to be representing the people, you know, but they're doing a bad job of it.
Outside the Capitol, we ran into tour groups of disappointed 8th graders, one from Granville, Ohio.
The kids have been selling hot dogs and working for 2 years to get here, and we show up on a great day, huh?
Same for this group from New Albany, Indiana. No museums to visit, though they did get to the Capitol last night to watch.
I thought it was pretty stunning just to be in there, to see the debate and see all the voting.
Yet
we're not getting to tour the Capitol building, we're not getting to tour the Pentagon, we're not getting to go to the Holocaust Museum.
And the parent chaperones aren't happy either.
I'd like to see Congress work as hard as these kids did to get here. That's all I'd like to see.
The National Park Service says one place where work will not stop on the National Mall is the Washington Monument repair. It was damaged 2 years ago by an earthquake. The Park Service says the funds have already been appropriated and are not affected by the shutdown. Reporting from the National Mall, Sam Ford, News Channel 8.
National parks across the country are also feeling the effects. Many of those parks are in our area, and today campers were told to pack up and leave. At Great Falls in Virginia, the closed sign turns visitors away at the front gate. In West Virginia, Harper's Ferry is also closed. The government shutdown affects thousands of park employees everywhere. At Acadia National Park in Maine, one disgruntled American left a rather direct message for Congress. There's a laundry list of other impacts of the shutdown. The National Zoo is closed and the ever-popular Panda camera has gone dark. Service Academy sporting events are being canceled. Air Force, Army, and Navy teams will not compete during the federal shutdown. And about 20 Head Start education programs across the country are being hit hard. Local programs haven't been hit yet, but will feel an impact if the shutdown continues. Some important things will not change while the government is shut down. They include military paychecks. The President signed a continuing resolution to ensure all active duty military personnel will continue to receive pay. VA hospitals will also remain open. Medicare and Social Security benefits will continue, and food stamps will still be handed out. Air traffic controllers will stay on the job, so air travel shouldn't be affected. For a more complete list of what's open and what's not, log on to news8.net. And next at 8 on Capitol Insider, the government shutdown is the focus of our Dateline Defense segment. Retired Army Colonel Doug McGregor, a decorated combat veteran, discusses the global impact of Congress's inability to fund the government. That's coming up at 8 o'clock. Shifting now to the weather, today almost felt like the middle of summer again with temperatures in the 80s.